Hello and welcome to Faken Undle's first video, basically. I am going to be doing what I like to call old raid and dungeon speedrunning. Primary purpose: hunting for mounts or specific transmog. In this case, we will be starting with Stratholme service entrance. Our objective: get to Baron Rivendare as quickly as possible in order to have the most effective chances at Baron Rivendare's Deathcharger, the mount. As you probably know, the dungeon's located at the East Wall Gate in Eastern Plaguelands. Just head right on inside and we'll get started. This guide is specifically for Warlock. I will probably be doing other guides for other classes. Specific to Warlock, we will be relying heavily on our Burning Rush ability to be able to run as quickly as possible, to be able to get around different mobs and through the checkpoints we need. Inside the raid, we have four main objectives. We have to kill the bosses and ziggurats around the outside to have access into where Ramstein and Rivendare is specifically. What we are going to attempt to do is avoid as many mobs as possible and get to them as quickly as possible. First, in this first room, it's actually very easy for us to slip by this group. And so, I will just show a quick and simple explanation because it's a quick and simple dungeon. While normally you would want to avoid most mobs, this one, yeah, obviously you can nuke down any mob that's in here if you're high enough level, but for the sake of the other videos and the sake of establishing a precedent, the speed run will depend largely on avoiding as many mobs as possible. I would consider the start point the minute this gate opens. So if you were to care about an actual time, that would be the starting line. Immediately out of the gate, we would want to dodge around this way and follow the magistrate, weaving around these two extra groups who will not aggro you due to how low they are to you. Gate opens. By about this point, you'll be around half health. As you hit the second gate, it's okay, you can turn off Burning Rush at this point. Because of some of our other abilities, we're going to do Baroness Anastair first. If you have a health stone, right now is a good time to pop it so that you can do it later. However, I aggro this, so I will actually use Conflag, but you can use Mortal Coil to kill one of the bosses and gain some health back. Baroness is dead. Don't even bother looting her. Any gear from a boss will just come to you immediately in your mail after you leave the instance. Kill all the acolytes inside the ziggurat, and we're off and away, backtracking, and then cutting across to get the Crypt Fiend boss. Wash, rinse, and repeat. Any ability pretty much one-shots him because it's that low level of a dungeon. Aggro and kill all of the necrolytes. Any AoE should do the trick. I'm actually going to take a second to make health stones that I would have had previously if I was actually going for time. Cut through most things. This is the first obstacle. If you're any other class, I would say avoid this and go the other route. But because of Demonic Gateway, we can skip straight through it. The gate comes down, the rats spawn, but they do not aggro you. Burning Rush through to this one. These mobs will aggro with the boss, so you might as well drop an AoE on them to kill them all immediately. Run straight through, pull all the acolytes again. Drop a rain of fire and they die. Obviously this can be done with any class. I prefer Destruction because that is my mains spec. However, I do have Warlocks of every class, or every specialization. It was either him or the ghouls. We can ignore Magister Barthalis because he is optional. Have to kill all of the abominations, so you might as well just go to town on them, whatever you want. I'm surprised Mortal Coil doesn't do enough damage. One ability should be sufficient to each at this level. However, if you're trying something sneaky and doing it at a lower level, you may need more. As soon as that's done, Ramstein the Gorger comes out. The minute you have access to him, just pop him and kill him. Next, the gate opens with all these little undead. You can either wait for them all to congregate and then hit them with a big burst AoE, or you can miss, like I did. Or you can throw down a prolonged AoE like Rain of Fire or Blizzard right in front of where they spawn, and it'll get them. For last mobs, nuke them with a single AoE. That opens the final door into Baron Rivendare. Don't care what he has to say, kill him. Baron Rivendare, loot him. Usually you'll get these. After that, it's a simple auto inverse. Still can't mount here, unfortunately. Because technically, the speedrun, you'd want it to be repeatable. So we're going to back our way out so that you can jump out, reset, and jump back into it for a second run. Because this is a regular dungeon, you'll be able to do it 10 times in 1 hour. Every time you get low on health, you could just as easily throw Mortal Coil and then it can flag at something to boost your health back up a little more. Then it's just an auto inverse through this room back to the beginning. That's all there is to it. Straight in, straight out. No muss, no fuss, and within who knows how long, provided the RNG gods are with you, you too will have your own Rivendare's Deathcharger. Oh look, another person off to go and try their luck at it. Well, that's all for this one. Fake and Undle, signing off.